Hey guys, what's going on? I just wanted to touch base on a few things, talk about a couple of quick Eagles topics. It's been a few days since I uploaded, so I figured why not? I got nothing better to do right now. First thing I want to start off with is what Darius Slay has been saying lately about his teammates and the culture in Philly. And he said he was talking about how he likes that you're treated like grown men there, and you're allowed to be yourself, and um he loves his teammates. I've seen him on Instagram and stuff. He's already had a great relationship with them, and that truly makes me happy to see that. You know, I, like the day I believe it was the day after we traded for him, he went on First Take. Was it First Take? I don't know. I think it was First Take, and he was talking. He was on a video or a phone conference with Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman and those guys. Um, It was either that or Undisputed. Well, maybe it was Undisputed. I don't know. Either way, he was doing a phone call and he was talking about how Matt Patricia would call him out in front of the whole team and just completely disrespectful. And to be honest with you, that's not the way you should treat your players. I'm not saying you should let them control the team, but at the same time, you gotta let each player have their own personality. You can't nitpick. You can't judge somebody based off of character. Well, I shouldn't say that. You shouldn't judge somebody for being themselves. If they can play at a high level and they're very good at it and they're great, they show great examples of leadership on and off the field. There's no reason to call them out in front of everybody. It's just utterly disrespectful. I don't. He said he lost all respect for Matt Patricia, and I couldn't agree with him more. I mean, I do not. I don't like Matt Patricia. I don't like. I just something about him. I don't like the way he runs things there in Detroit. It's no wonder they've been a dumpster fire the past few years. But yeah, he was putting out tweets saying how much he loves his teammates and all that. There was a video of him dancing in one of the team meetings and stuff, just having fun with the guys. That's what it's all about, I love how he's enjoying the culture already, and very excited to see what he can do on the field. He's getting along great with everybody. He fits right in. It's like he's meant to be here. That's amazing. I love to see that. So I'm just glad that a change of scenery is the change of scenery for Darius Slay has really been working out so far. I can't wait to see what he does in the field. Can't wait to see him clamp Amari Cooper twice a year. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun this year, and I'm just glad Darius Slay is enjoying it here. The second thing I wanted to talk about, hold on a second, okay, is what Miles Sanders has been saying lately. The other day, he said something that he had about 200, 300 yards, rushing yards left in the tank from last season, that he should have had 1,000 yards last year, and that he's been working on his upper and lower body strength to help break more tackles this season. And that's the perfect formula right there. That's the perfect attitude. That's the perfect work ethic. Can't talk today. For 1,000-yard season right there. He's gonna eclipse 1,000 yards this year, and he's gonna be talked about a lot more. He should have been talked about a lot this offseason. He should have gotten a lot more recognition for what he did. But this year he's gonna go off. They're not gonna limit the amount of carries. They're just gonna unleash him, and they're just gonna let him go, according to what Deuce Staley's been saying. That's just amazing. I've been very high on Miles Sanders ever since we drafted him, and we haven't had a franchise back since LaShawn McCoy. So the fact that he's basically like Shady 2.0, it's amazing. They're very similar. Like I've said, and I believe it was my first ever video, I said they're very similar play styles, and it's just phenomenal to see it. I love Miles Sanders. I love his attitude. I love how he's been talking about how he's going to chase an MVP. He's going to get 1,000 yards this year. He's working harder to get stronger. That's what you need in a franchise back. You need that attitude. You need that strength. You need that devotion to the game, and that's what you really need. And I think by the time it's all said and done, he's going to be up there talks with Derrick Henry and Christian McCaffrey. He's going to be right up there with those guys, flat out. Saquon, Zeke. He's going to be right up. in the top 5, 6 running back list within the next couple of years. And I don't see why so many people are sleeping on him. I mean, I guarantee you, if you put him in, you put him on, I don't know, you put him on the Saints, or you put him on, I don't know, the put him in Seattle or something. I don't know, somewhere random, anywhere other than Philly, and he's like easily one of the most talked about backs in the league. But the fact that he plays for Philly is why he doesn't get enough recognition, which is BS. But that's all I gotta say about that. I'm very excited to see Sanders this year. He's gonna get over 1,000 yards rushing, hands down. Probably won't see as many receiving yards as he did last year, just because of the new receiver group that we have now. But I'm not worried about that. I know for a fact he's gonna get 1,000 yards, hands down. There's no way. There's no way around it. And with especially like in games like Dallas, who has a 200-year-old defensive line, like he's gonna run right through him. I have no doubt in my mind Sanders is gonna ball out this year. He's gonna be in the Pro Bowl, flat out, or Pro Bowl talks, I should say. The last thing that I wanted to talk about, and I've heard a couple people mention the possibility of this already, and I kind of agree with this. With Jatavius Brown randomly retiring a few days ago, which I thought was rather interesting. I was going to make a video on that, but I said, nah, whatever. I got too lazy. I would like to see Michael Kendricks come back on a very cheap one-year deal to the Eagles. He's coming off a torn ACL. He had a good season last year for the limited time he played with Seattle. He does have an off-the-field issue right now. He's got a federal case right now, which they keep delaying the sentencing, so I'm not too worried about that. That shouldn't affect his ability to play this year. But I think he's worth bringing in for a visit or something, just to see how how well his knees recovered, and just how strong he is, and how well he's been working out this off season. And I think our young linebackers could really use that mentorship. I I like Michael Kendricks, and I think he's still got it. He's going into his 9th season, I believe. So yeah, we drafted him in 2012, so that's his 9th year, I believe. I thought about I was even thinking about this earlier in free agency, before right around the time we got Jatavius Brown, right before the draft, and I said we should go out and get Michael Kendricks. Something in my head just told me Michael Kendricks would be a good addition to this team for some odd reason. Because of our cap scenario, it wouldn't be a crazy deal. Probably gonna be 1 year, very cheap. Just bring him in, let him teach guys like Sean Bradley, Davion Taylor, help enhance TJ Edwards and Nate Gary's abilities. It's definitely something the Eagles should consider. I would definitely consider if I was Howie Roseman. Should bring him in at least for a visit, just to see how he's been doing lately, and if all checks out, everything checks out with his off the field stuff and his injury and whatnot, bring him in for a year. I would love to see it for sure. The Eagles have been bringing back a lot of household names. You got Jason Peters that came back. Vinny Curry's back now. Corey Clement. So they're not afraid to bring back these household names. So I think Michael Kendricks is the way to go. We've been talking about holes in the linebacker position, and I think Michael Kendricks can easily fill that void. I think that's what these young linebackers need. And it's going to be, because now that Nigel Bradham's gone, there's not really much of a veteran presence there. I think the two oldest linebackers we have are Duke Riley and Nathan Jerry, and they were both drafted in 2017. So we don't have very old linebackers by any means. Now, I'm not saying we need to go out and get somebody super old, but I think Michael Kendricks still has a couple years left in him, and I think to get him back here in Philly, to get him to teach these younger linebackers and to work alongside them, and see what he can do, that would be very interesting, and I would not be upset at all. That would be a veteran signing I would be happy with. I would not be upset at all if we went out and got Michael Kendricks. And don't be surprised if we do. Do I think it's going to happen? No. But would it be a smart move, in my opinion? Absolutely. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I have to say today. I just wanted to tell you what was on my mind today as far as the Eagles go. comments are officially open. I figured it out. It's the last time you'll hear me talk about comments, hopefully, unless YouTube tries to pull something stupid and try to prevent people from commenting on my videos. Yeah, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Feel free to drop them below. Subscribe, please like. Trying to get to 10 subscribers by the end of the month. And yeah, just share this with your friends. Get my name out there. I'm sure a lot of people would love to hear what I have to say. Yeah. Fly Eagles fly. Peace out.